feel like the only options was to get vaccinated or not play in the NBA. It was a tough decision. Um, in 10 years, I'm still healthy.
That's what I'm saying. You're bringing like my vaccination status into a basketball game, and it's like I live my life majority of the time when I'm away from this. So when I say I'm not getting vaccinated and I'm making a choice with my life, somehow it gets like mixed into, well, what about the basketball stuff? It's like, no, bro. Like we live in a real world. This is great to be able to do this. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I love being with my teammates. I love playing on the Nets, but I've already been away enough time to think about this, to process it, to be able to make this decision, stand strong, understand that people are going to agree and some people are going to disagree.
I don't want this video to be talking about the virus that much. If you have pending vaccination status, that's fine. Just do your due diligence before moving forward and don't listen to what everyone says. Today, the only reason I showed you guys those clips was just to show you the narrative that the media has created for Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is one of the most talented yet criticized players in league history. From missing games to not being vaccinated and living a quote-unquote untraditional lifestyle for an NBA player, we have a lot to talk about. So you guys saw from that beginning clip that Andrew Wiggins, he just looked so uneasy and so nervous when being asked about his decision to get vaccinated. If you guys didn't know, Wiggins said himself, but for my body, I just don't like putting all that stuff in my body. So I didn't like that. And I didn't like that it wasn't my choice. I didn't like that it's either I get this or I don't play. And then you have someone like Kyrie who does his own due diligence, and he took a much more noble and strong approach on this. And not that I'm trying to throw shade or discredit Andrew Wiggins, because he had a wonderful season and he's learned to live with the decision that he made. But I'm just very impressed with Kyrie Irving for not folding to the pressure of the media. It's his life to live, not ours as fans. So beyond that, it just makes me always ask the question, why do people disrespect Kyrie Irving? If we can just look past all this stuff, he is one of the most skilled basketball players of all time, and he's definitely the greatest ball handler of all time. Some people would probably say it's Allen Iverson. However, I'm strong in the belief that it's Kyrie Irving. We're talking about someone who literally has the ball on a rope.
Something I think that's really underrated about Kyrie Irving's game that isn't talked about enough when it comes to discussing how excellent he is at really carrying and handling the ball is that he's so efficient when he does it, and he doesn't produce that many turnovers as well. He hasn't averaged over 3 turnovers a game since his rookie year in Cleveland. Since then, it's been floating around 2.5. But the real part that's impressive to me is the efficiency. Last year, he shot 47% from the field, 41% from the three, and 91.5% from the free throw line. And on his career, he shoots 47% from the field, 39.3% from three, and 88.2%. There's only been, I think, 9 or 10, I'll put on the screen, however many people have been in the 50, 40, 90 club. And this man, Kyrie Irving, almost does it night in and night out.
Not to mention, he's been playing at such an elite level, especially when we're talking about scoring wise and offensive load, for such a long time. He has one of the biggest shots, if not the biggest shot in NBA Finals history. And during that 2016 Finals, he averaged 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. And if you guys remember that Finals, there was a game where Bron had, I think it was 42 or 40 points, and Kyrie matched his same energy with 41. We're talking about a 24-year-old going bucket for bucket with one of the greatest players of all time, with their backs against the wall, down 3-1. Like, Kyrie is made for the moment. But again, people continue to try to discredit and curve him at every single turn. With Kyrie returning late this year, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing when the mayor of New York decided that, okay, hey, this is the change of the rules. So Kyrie's now allowed to play in these home games, and then they go and get swept by Boston in 4. Kyrie was quoted, "Many people wanted to see us fail in this juncture," and asked about how he feels about the Nets and how their success went when he was inserted back into the lineup. But if you guys checked out my video where I talked about whether or not I think the Nets can win the NBA Finals, you'll know that I think with these new pieces, Kyrie has every right to be this confident. The Nets are serious contenders. I'm not going to talk about it too much. If you guys want to check out that video, you guys can see how I really feel about the Nets. We're going to just be focusing more on Kyrie. I just don't think people understand how talented a player like Kyrie Irving is. There's explosive athletes like Zion Williamson, and there's remarkable shooters like Stephen Curry that, yes, we do see one of one. You know, these guys are generational talents. I've said it before where people want to be like Mike or be like Iverson or be like Bird or be like Steph, but so many people want that finesse that Kyrie has around the rim, that touch that Kyrie has around the rim, the ability, like I said, to keep the ball on the string, the ability to just conduct the flow of the court. Kyrie Irving's gather step is one of the most beautiful moves in basketball, when he just brings the ball slightly over his head and he can give a little nudge with his arm or keep the defender on his hip the entire time while just controlling and dictating the pace of the floor in basketball. Like, there's people like Luka Doncic who, when they move and they dictate the pace of the game, you can tell that, yes, they're playing at their own pace, but it's just so much slower and so much set and kind of like a motion. But when you see Kyrie going, it's just so fluent, so nonstop. It's like butter through a hot knife. Piercing defenses, making clutch shot after clutch shot off the dribble, you name it. Kyrie Irving can do everything, and that's really just why I wanted to make this video today, guys, and shine some light. Whether it was going to be a short or a long video, I just think that the media has portrayed such a bad narrative of Kai, and he really doesn't deserve it. He's a human just like you and I. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave it a like and subscribe if you're new, and share it with a friend if you're interested. If you guys ever have any questions or want to reach me, and my DMs on Twitter, they're always open. If not, you guys can just leave it in the comment below. I hope you guys had a great rest of your day. Peace.